Hi viewers, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to discuss with you an important organic reaction, namely Wood's reaction. This reaction is highly helpful to prepare alkanes which are symmetric in nature. In this particular Wood's reaction, two molecules of alkyl halides will react with metallic sodium in presence of dry ether and forms corresponding alkanes. This particular reaction believes to proceed via a free radical mechanism because of the sodium metal that's involved. Let us see few examples of Wood's reaction and the reaction mechanism involved on the board now. I have taken 2 moles of alkyl halide here, treated with metallic sodium in presence of dry ether solvent, and I got alkane product. So this is the best method for the preparation of symmetric alkanes. Whereas unsymmetric alkanes cannot be prepared by using this particular Wood's reaction because we are going to get only 33% of desired alkane. The remaining 66% will be junk product, that is undesired alkane. Okay, let us see few examples of this Wood's reaction now. I am taking methyl chloride molecules and treating them with sodium metal like this. What is the product obtained in presence of dry ether? The product obtained is ethane CH3-CH3 plus 2NaCl. Another example, let us suppose I am taking isopropyl chloride 2 molecules. This is isopropyl chloride because here the chlorine is attached to the middle carbon of propane. Hence it is called isopropyl chloride. How many moles should I take? I should take 2 moles and I should treat it with sodium metal. So this is the isopropyl chloride that I have taken. What is the solvent that I need to take? I need to take dry ether solvent. This is the dry ether solvent. I need to remove sodium chloride like this, and the product obtained now is 2,3-dimethyl butane plus 2NaCl. Let me take one more example, namely third example. Here I am taking tertiary butyl chloride. This is our tertiary butyl chloride. How many moles should I take? I need to take 2 moles and I should treat it with sodium metal in presence of ether. The ether taken should be absolutely dry because if there is moisture content, sodium metal violently reacts with moisture and liberates hydrogen gas, which is combustible gas. Therefore, I should take utmost care that the solvent taken is absolutely moisture free. The product here obtained is 2233 tetramethyl butane. 2233 tetramethyl butane. And what is the byproduct obtained? It is nothing but sodium chloride. I already told you that Wood's reaction is a reaction useful for the preparation of symmetric alkanes. Contrary to that, one has tried to prepare propane by taking methyl chloride and ethyl chloride on the other side, treating with sodium metal. So he thought that he will be getting only propane like this, CH3, CH2, CH3. But the amount of propane product that we are going to get here is only 33%. Why? Because I can never ever take 1 molecule of methyl chloride and 1 molecule of ethyl chloride. I will be taking sample of methyl chloride which contains so many methyl chloride molecules. Similarly, sample of ethyl chloride which contains so many ethyl chloride molecules. As a result, I will be expecting the side reactions like this. 2 methyl chloride molecules may react with each other to form ethane. Ethane, C2H6. Similarly, 2 ethyl chloride molecules may also react with sodium metal to form butane like this. So C2H5Cl is reacting with another C2H5Cl in presence of sodium metal to give you CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, nothing but N-butane. So like this, instead of getting only propane, I am also going to get ethane as well as N-butane. Hence, only 1/3 of the desired product is formed. Hence, this particular Woods reaction is not suitable to prepare unsymmetric alkanes. When we look at the mechanism of Woods reaction, it also involves a free radical mechanism due to sodium metal. An alkyl halide molecule is taken. We know pretty well there is a single bond between the alkyl group and halogen group. Bond means 2 electrons. I have taken sodium metal which contains only 1 electron in the valence shell. Now there is a homolytic cleavage of this particular RX bond to give you a free radical, namely alkyl free radical plus NaX. So when this particular sodium approaches the alkyl halide molecule, it cleaves the RX bond homolytically to generate an alkyl free radical. Similarly, another sodium atom cleaves the other alkyl halide molecule and produces an alkyl radical and sodium halide. These two radicals now will combine with each other to form the symmetric alkane, namely R-R. That's it.